Everybody's taking him against the Eagles. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I'm like, really?
I can't explain it.
Hard Knocks. It's
Maybe.
the residual effects of Hard Knocks. They got people loving this team. Like, I'm like looking at the Eagles like, yeah, don't see it. But maybe I'm wrong.
We will. No. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to that at 3 o'clock. David has said he needs top billing today. He has an issue that we need to settle. So we can do that. New episode of Cash Ticket's going to be up tomorrow, college edition. We're going to cut the pro edition tomorrow. That'll be up for you Friday. We already told you about Friday nights during the season. Me and Boomer Esiason doing the kickoff show for the NFL. Rico,
me and Boom.
Is Bauer. Well, that's what he goes by. Did Bauer Diffith sign his paperwork?
I got to talk to Evan. So
Rico's bringing on a major talent for his pod full time. He's going to have a new co-host. Rico gets to play the marquee. Bauer Diffith will be his well-defined number 2. It's going to be exciting.
Once I talk to Evan,
it rhymes with Bauer Diffith, and you may have seen him on a TV network where the letters are B, T, and N. All right, David, you have top billing. What do you got for me? What do you need?
Yeah, so
what counsel can we offer you?
So I didn't get a chance to bring this up on the show yesterday. We were talking Cade and JJ, and that was such a fun time listening to Michigan fans. But over the weekend, week 1, I'm going to say week 2, but whatever. Week 1 of the full slate of college football. Everyone was excited. At least I thought everyone was excited. I was excited. You were excited.
Oh, yeah.
Rico was excited. We were talking UNC App State before week 1 and Old Dominion and Tech. And everything was leading towards excitement until I talked to some friends of mine. And they began to talk to me. We were talking Sunday. We were talking Monday. They were saying how the first week of college football was awful. And that the sport has now just become a regional sport.
What?
It's a small town sport, and that there was no excitement from week 1 of the college football slate.
What planet
and
are they on?
I could not believe what I was hearing.
No, I think it's one of 2 things happened there. One, it was too much hype. You read too many Feel Still magazines. You start believing everything that you heard about your team, and you thought your team was going to win 100-0. You thought that everything was going to be perfect, and then you realized the people on the other side, they're on scholarship. They want to win as well. And you had a couple 3-and-outs and was like, 3-and-out? We're never supposed to have a 3-and-out. Yeah, that happens, folks. Fumble? What? Interception? Oh, this team sucks. My expectations have gone out the window. Or 2, you just saw it as, okay, it's clearly just Alabama and Georgia and everybody else just paying rent.
See, I look at it a little different, David. I want to ask you a question. Not that we're cross-examining your friends. Are they NFL guys?
They're both.
See, I think it's rare for people to be both. I think you are either a college fan or a pro fan. Very rare. Now, look, guys, we're all sports geeks, right? We're all nerds. We love both. But first of all, one thing, and it is a blind spot that I have, it's a weakness. I sometimes forget that the NFL is way more popular than college football.
It is.
It just is. So I wondered if David's friends are NFL guys.
But I think the same thing's going to happen after this weekend, Mike, because they're going to watch the NFL, and every game won't be spectacular. Every game won't be the Buccaneers Chiefs game, the Thursday night game, where it was like this ridiculous score, and it was awesome.
The dirtiest secret about the National Football League is a majority of the games are not good watches.
Right.
Games can be close, but still be a bad watch. Right. Signed Iowa, 7-3.
2 safeties and a field goal. But it's the anticipation because you've been waiting months and months, and this is going to be great. And people are telling me how great these teams are going to be. And then when they go out there and only score 20 points, I guess maybe they suck.
But I was just amazed because it's about 11, 12 of us in the text group. And as the games are going on, I sent a text, turn to Houston UTSA. They're like, okay, only one person responds and says, yeah, this is exciting. I'm watching this. No one cares.
Because, Dave, you're right. It may be the fact that if you're not a college football fan, you only watch the name brands. And if the name brands are blowing the team out, then what am I doing here? And especially if you're a name brand and you're watching that Michigan game, you're thinking to yourself, this is boring. This is what I got excited for?
So then here's the question. I want to ask the people about this then. First of all, I'd like to go back to the point where David, on his own volition, is a part of a 12-person text chain. I would take my phone and throw it off the ambassador.
I'm a part of one of those.
Oh, God.
Fun times.
Oh, God. But seriously, if you're a football fan, do you walk away from college football feeling like it's this wholly substandard product? You know, like, are you a college football guy, an NFL football guy, or both? Because as we hurtle towards the weekend, where now the whole weekend is football, I do think a lot of people make their choice and they watch one. I think you've got to be a hardcore football fan to do both. So I wonder about David's friends, and I wonder about our audience. Because you know what I know. You could talk Lions 365. Mm-hmm. You can't do it with college football. And in major markets like New York, Chicago, L.A., you don't talk college football at all. No. You just don't.
Unless you're a part of one of those states where they don't have the pro team. You're Alabama, and it's all Bama.
But that plays to David's friends saying that it's all hillbilly little towns. I mean, in reality, places like Bama
you can talk Michigan. We can literally talk Michigan every day.
I wouldn't want to do this show.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do the show.
Okay.
But I think you could talk Michigan every day.
Sparty. 248-539-9797. I want to hear from the people on this. What is this line of delineation? David's friends say college football, low quality, not interesting.
Because, oh, go ahead. Oh, because I think the other reason for that, Mike, is because you look at the scores and they're lopsided. You don't get every NFL game normally comes down to one possession. Rarely do you see somebody just hammer another team.
But okay, I think what happens to fans is they get lulled into, it's like a light show. They get distracted and they see a close game and view that as a good game. And it's not. Like, I like the fact in college football, outside of what you said, Bama and Georgia, anybody can beat anybody, but there's also an opportunity for blowouts. There's an opportunity for wild plays. In the NFL, I always go back to Kansas City and Buffalo in the playoffs. That's football at its best, right? It's absolute best. I could even tell you that Green Bay and San Francisco in a snowy Lambeau Field, albeit lacking in offense, was football, high drama at its best.
It was high drama. Every possession counted.
But the problem, there's way too many Giants in Tennessee and Jags and Texans and etc. Those games, I do radio for a living. I'm a football guy. I'll watch them. But there's no illusion. I'd much rather be watching, and I won't choose something premium. How about USC Stanford Saturday night on ABC? Or here, I'll throw it out there. Army and UTSA, noon, CBS Sports Network. Why? Styles make fights. One team runs a spread, the other team's running the option. It's interesting.
Oh, I mean, I was all in for the Purdue-Penn State game.
Right. But NFL-wise, look, Lions-Eagles has a chance to be a really good football game. But when you scan that card, how many of those games are really going to be good watches on Sunday?
Ironically enough, last year, it wasn't a good watch unless you're an Eagles fan, because the Eagles came here and just went to town.
That was the worst day of the Campbell era, really. They were highly competitive most weeks. That was the worst.
How about the Bengals didn't follow that one up? When they played Joe Burrow and the Bengals, that was pretty bad as well.
Listen, there were a lot of low points. I just think the Eagle game was the low point. 248-539-9797. And I want to know from you guys, are you college guy, pro guy, or the ultra rare football guy? Both.